Hello everyone, welcome to this episode on It's Time. On this episode, I'll be talking about one of the consequences of COVID-19 on most of us. For the first time, a lot of people will have to work from home. And working from home, in my opinion, is one of the most rewarding things you can ever do. Sometimes you are even more productive working from home than working from a physical office. And so I want to share with you some ways that you can make working from home even better. Without wasting any much time, let's dive into it. My first recommendation will be create a morning routine. In the past, you have a morning routine which says, get ready, get dressed, rush out, leave and go to work. Now you don't have to leave your house. Your house is now your office. But how do you separate things that happen at home and position yourself into a position where you say, I am at work? To do that, you need a morning routine. The morning routine may just be dressing up and not lingering around in your pajamas. It is necessary that you have a morning routine that gives you a set time to start work and a set time to close, a set time to be seated and be ready for work. This simple recommendation can make a big difference in the outcome of your work on a day. My first recommendation is set a morning routine. Recommendation 2, ensure you have a set place for work. Working from home can make you relax and make you maybe sit in your couch or sit on your bed and say you are working. But I found that sometimes is one of the most unproductive things to do. Ideally, if you have some space at home and you have an extra room, my recommendation will be go into that room, close it, and anytime you are in that room, it is an environment for work. Not everybody has an extra room to use for work. However, even if you have a single room, you need to set a space in that room to say, this is my work area. It may mean that you would need a table to say, this is a table for work. You would need all your working materials, your computers and everything organized in that place. And once you are in that place, your mind begins to adjust with the situation that this is an environment for work. Once you've done that, ensure that you are in that space for a long enough period without any distractions. It can be distracting sometimes when you are working from home. And so if you have a room, make sure you shut that door and lock it. If you don't have a space there you can lock the door, my recommendation is make sure you let everybody know, this is my workspace and I can't entertain anything here. That is an important thing to do. It may seem simple, but trust me, it helps you be more productive working from home. Your employers are counting on you to make working from home count. However, if you run your own business or you started a business and you're starting work from home, remember that you owe it to yourself to dedicate some space and some time to ensure that you get the best productivity in every day. My third recommendation is that we need to be good at scheduling. Schedule everything. Schedule everything because usually most of us schedule the most important things, or sometimes we schedule the big things. But working from home is not like being in an office where a friend comes and reminds you about one meeting or the other, or somebody comes and reminds you about a very small thing that you may have forgotten. Working from home, you usually do not have enough backup for reminders and stuff like that. Therefore, it is important that we schedule every single thing on our calendar. For many people, you may have never used a calendar before, but working from home requires that for you to be successful, you need to use a calendar. And I have tried that, ensuring that I put every single thing on my calendar so I don't lose anything. Therefore, I would recommend the Google Calendar. Is a great calendar to use and set a reminder, set advance notices, things that will keep you on track whilst you work from home. And once you do that, you will realize that at the end of the day, going back, looking at your calendar, you realize that your productivity is most likely way better than you would have done without a calendar. So give it a try. As you work from home, never forget to use a calendar. Calendars are essential to keep us on track. Recommendation 4. This recommendation is important, and it's important to all of us. It's important to you, it's important to me. And the recommendation says, minimize how much news and social media you entertain within this period. In this COVID-19 period, at every moment, somebody is sharing something on social media. The news is always giving you new information, additional information about things that they think you must know. But I can assure you, sometimes too much news can be distracting. Too much social media definitely is distracting. So whilst you work, my recommendation is have a set time, have a break time where you come and catch up on the news, and also let everybody at home know that this is a work time. If there is anything that's absolutely important for you to know, they can come and interrupt you. However, if there's anything that can wait, it should definitely wait. If you do that, you would save yourself from all the distractions that's going around, and then you can be more productive. So, recommendation 4, reduce how much news you entertain and how much time you spend on social media. Those two things will ensure that you up your productivity. And even though you are not going to the office, you would feel more fulfilled working from home. Recommendation 5, the final and last recommendation. It's easy for people to think that because you are working from home, you have a lot more time than usual and you can be interrupted. It is important that you let everyone know that this is my work time, and even your kids, can understand that. It's important that we sit our children down and let them know, mommy or daddy is working and I will make time at this time to commit to other family and other things. To do that, you also have to make sure everyone knows by how you behave and by your body language. And one way is ensuring that you minimize the amount of time you are walking around without anybody seeing or knowing what tangibly you are doing. If it is possible, reduce the frequency of times that people see you outside your work room or your work area. Now, when you come out of those workspaces, it is fair to assume that you have a little time, and then people can engage you. If you are working from home, I don't think it is the right time for people to see you going for walks and doing other things. But set time to do these things. One final bonus tip I'd like to add. When you're working from home, make sure you have a set closing time and make yourself available to your family and friends. When you're working from home, there's a temptation to overwork. There's a temptation to forget that your family may need you. There's a temptation to just continue working non-stop. Therefore, I recommend that whilst you set a set closing time, make yourself available for your family. Make yourself available for your friends and anybody who wants to see you. And do a good balance. Once you commit totally to work and commit totally to your family, you need to strike a good balance. Working from home can be more productive than working from the office. If you like this video, share with a friend, leave a comment. I'd like to know which other tips you can add to these 5 tips. So don't forget to share a comment below and let's learn from each other. Thank you for watching this episode. I wish you all the best whilst you work from home, and see you in the next episode.